So we're going to start off by using the honey rain juice. This is the #1 detangler, and basically I can't do this. So if you have a child at home, like I said, who has very thick hair, look, you can see how knotty this hair has got. You can see that if I tried to run a comb through this, which I don't really do anyway, it's going to break off a knot. What you want to try and avoid with your child's hair is breakage. Heaven's hair has always been quite long. It grew to waist length by the age of 4. She's had quite a few haircuts this year and last year. The length is kind of mid-back length now, but she wants to grow it back out. But I'll show you how to maintain growth and basically maintain the strands on your child's hair by using our honey rain juice. When I first created the product, I wanted to create something that actually moisturised her hair but made it more manageable. So the whole thing about our products is they actually make hair days at home much more easier. So I just start by, even before I section it off, I start by spraying the hair. Just spray it. She's running away, it's cold. So just spray all over the hair, because what you want to do is make the strands of the hair really slippery. If the strands of the hair are slippery, you're less likely to have any breakage. So what you find is, as soon as you sprayed it on, the strands feel slippery. So any knots you have, literally just, knots or tangles, literally just, they come apart with such ease, which eliminates the tears and eliminates crying. But you'll see just how quickly the honey rain juice is able to get the hair from this to a stretched out and a smoother state within a few seconds. And once it dries, it actually leaves the hair feeling really soft and moisturised. The honey rain juice is over 95% natural ingredients, including aloe vera juice, shea butter, conditioning agents, silk proteins, just things that make the hair feel really good. Can you see how easy it is for me to untangle the hair from root to tip just by a few sprays of the honey rain juice? So you can see the difference already. From that to that, it's been detangled, and I've used no combs at all. So that's the most important thing to note. I haven't used any combs in the process. Try to avoid using any combs when you're untangling your child's hair, because A, you're not going to get any tears that way, because you actually feel where the tangles are, as opposed to the comb, which has no feelings, ripping onto the child's hair. And if you do use a comb once you've detangled it, just use an Afro comb and gently just work from the ends. Work from the ends upwards. Only once you detangle with your hands first. And again, once you use the honey rain juice, the job really is really simple. But I'll continue with my hands. As you can see, make sure you detangle right from the root, right down to the tip. Right from the root, right down to the tip. And what the honey rain juice does, it actually stretches out the hair as well. So we call it quite magical. It stretches the hair out, and whenever I use it on children's hair, the parents always say to me, "Oh my gosh, she stopped crying." And I say, well, I'm not hurting her, and the whole point is not to hurt the child's hair. You want to make hair days happy at home. That's the key thing with root to tip products. They give you happy hair days. So our range is specifically designed for children with kinky, coily and curly hair types, wavy as well. So there you have it. Nice and detangled. The section is nice and detangled. And I can quite easily just do that in a bantu knot. See, no combs, detangled literally in seconds. Where's a hairband when you need it? So I'm going to just twist this section that I've detangled already. Always detangle in sections, twist it around to get it out of my way, like a little bantu knot. That also helps to stretch the hair out as well. If you don't want to use any heat, it's a great way to stretch the hair out. Otherwise, trying to comb this hair, trying to put it in a ponytail, it's just not going to work, is it? So the best thing to do is to really untangle it first. It does take a bit of time, but you'll find that once the hair's been detangled, it's really, really easy to do. So with the Heaven's hair, we tend to we take our time, right? As you can see, she's on the laptop with the headphones in. Normally she might read a book, but yeah, basically. So we're untangling it, and as you see, little bits of hair will come out, the dead strands of hair, nothing to worry about. But you can see how shiny the hair looks already just from a couple of sprays of the honey rain juice. Now her hair only ever has had root to tip products in it, so it's what her hair's used to. So I would definitely say do check out the honey rain juice. It's an amazing product. You spray it on. You can also use it as a daily product, just to spray on the hair once you've styled it. We're going to continue to detangle, and you can watch us as we do it. Detangle. So even because I've sprayed it before, even just to part the hair is so much easier. Otherwise, whenever you try and part hair that's been freshly washed and you haven't washed it in sections, you're in with a fight. The strands always want to fight with each other. So to avoid that, you need to use a spray like the honey rain juice, which makes your life really easy. The honey rain juice contains natural ingredients that have a natural affinity to the hair strands and just make life easier for you. This hair is such beautiful hair, but I find that the parents who email me week after week always say to me, oh my god, what do I do with it? It's so knotty, it's so tangly. I mean, I've literally detangled this part of Heaven's hair, no combs, and it's ready for twisting. This is why when I say to people I don't really use a comb in her hair, and they're always shocked, this is the reason why. It's mainly because the honey rain juice really takes away the tears. There's no pain with the honey rain. That's what we say. But I can literally twist that and it's good to go. Just with the honey rain juice alone. It really is a fantastic product. I mean, it needs to be in Boots. We'll get into Boots. But it stretches the hair out as well. You can see it just stretches the hair out as well. No matter how kinky the hair is, it will stretch the hair out. See this massive knot here? This knot right here, this section here is very knotted. We're going to spray on again. Spray, 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 literally on both sides. And I'm not even sectioning it off properly, but I just want to show you just how easy it is to untangle. Really easy with your fingers. Literally work it through. And before you know it, the whole head's untangled. But again, do it in small sections. Give yourself a chance. Section it off. I haven't sectioned it off very well. But once you've untangled it, it's even easier to section off, to be honest. You can see how the hair starts to unshrink itself as well magically just with spray. Normally you add water to the hair, it shrinks up even more. The honey rain juice kind of doesn't have that effect. It kind of silkens out the hair, which is amazing. So I can actually separate her hair, not even using a comb. Because having to use a comb on this and having to try and part it is going to be problems. And then just work it through, like I said before. And when I detangle, I'm basically pulling the strands apart. Just like that. Pulling the strands apart. Pulling the strands apart. From one hand to the other. Pulling the strands apart. Now because Heavenberry's had a few haircuts this year, she wants to try and grow her hair back to waist length, which will be a challenge for our pre-tweeners on her channel.